Coronavirus pandemic exposed Buhari in Aso Rock as an impostor. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening if you are watching. I am Robinson Ambrose Afam Efuna. This is Mirror African Diaspora TV, MAD. Welcome to Biafra Today. This is essentially a program where we discuss social and political issues as well as cultural issues affecting the life of Biafrans home and abroad. The rumor about the death of President Muhammadu Buhari has been going on in social media since 2017. The rumor has become even louder since the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic. Tonight, we focus on one question. Has the coronavirus pandemic exposed Buhari in Aso Rock as an impostor? Coronavirus has essentially exposed Buhari in Aso Rock as an impostor regarding the way it has been handled by the presidency. This goes along to prove that President Buhari has died since 2017 and that he has been replaced with an impostor called Jubril. So, is this true? Had Buhari died since 2017 and was replaced with Jubril al-Sudani by the Caliphate? And by the way, why would the Caliphate go this length? Tonight, I will explore these questions and bring you a logical and conclusive analysis of this story. The news about Buhari's death was first reported by ex-British lawmaker Eric Stuart Joyce. Joyce had in 2017 urged that President Buhari had died in London while observing a medical vacation. Eric Joyce, who is also a former military officer, sent a condolence via his Twitter handle at Eric Joyce. Mr. Joyce, who had insisted that Buhari was dead, had then, on June 14, 2017, asked the Nigerian president to prove otherwise. Joyce's claim was thus advanced by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOB, when he stated that Buhari is dead and has been buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. Social media had since then been in update with rumors that the Nigerian head of state had died and was replaced by a Sudanese impostor called Jubril al-Sudani. But like I said earlier, the rumor about the death of President Muhammadu Buhari has become even louder since the outbreak of coronavirus pandemic regarding the way it has been handled by the presidency. The coronavirus, otherwise known as COVID-19, is a virus that can cause respiratory tract diseases in human beings. It was first reported in Wuhan, China, on the last day of December 2019, and this is why it has been coined COVID-19. There has been, however, previous cases of pandemic virus disease that has challenged the whole world. The first pandemic was in 1918, which is called the Spanish flu pandemic. The second one was in World War II, and the last major pandemic was in 1968, which is called the Hong Kong flu. As such, the coronavirus has continued not only to remind the world of the need for meaningful investment in healthcare, but also to be a test of governmental policy. Government worldwide adopts more stringent measures to stem the fallout and support business and individuals. The German and the American government, for example, have respectively initiated special regulation regarding tax payment to help companies, self-employed, and freelancers. It will be fair to emphasize at this point that these countries have effectively demonstrated the strength of their governmental policy and as well the managerial integrity of their leaders through the way they have handled the coronavirus. In comparison to these countries, Buhari's presidency, however, showed lack of management skills in dealing with the coronavirus pandemic. It can be said, therefore, that this inability of the presidency to manage crisis has given people the grounds to doubt the authenticity of the Buhari in Aso Rock and to believe that Buhari had died since 2017 as it has been claimed so far by Mr. Eric Joyce and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In addition to this, people are made to believe that the presidency is engaged in a cover-up when they saw Buhari's spokesman, Garba Shehu, on Channel TV saying that Buhari prefers to address the nation concerning the coronavirus through mediators like himself than to address them via live broadcast on TV as leaders of other nations are doing. Another mode of conduct of the presidency which seems to have affirmed this notion that the Buhari in Aso Rock is a con game of the Fulani Caliphate has to do with the urged live broadcast of the government on 29th of March 2020 at 7 p.m. The press room of the alleged live broadcast, which was supposed to be a press room in Aso Rock, was exposed by IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and other media pundits as a scam. The Buhari impostor apparently spoke from the basement of a Cuban hotel in Havana. The only possible argument the Nigerian government can give in respect to this scam is perhaps that the broadcast took place in a Cuban embassy in Nigeria. However, this would raise an alarm for further serious questions, such as why the heck does Nigerian government has to stage an official broadcast at the Cuban embassy? It is actually irrelevant whether the broadcast did take place at a Cuban embassy in Nigeria or in a Cuban hotel in Havana. What is important, however, is that there is now an indisputable proof that the Nigerian government is heavily involved in a cover-up which Nnamdi Kanu strongly accused them of, but which they never admitted. Ironically, however, it is the coronavirus pandemic that has exposed the Fulani Caliphate in their effort to use Buhari's impostor Jubril al-Sudani to hold power and then to Fulanize Nigeria. The fact that the president has repeatedly failed to be transparent to the nation can only mean that Buhari apparently has long since died, and the Buhari in Aso Rock must then be a fake one. That is basically it for today, and thank you for watching Miro African Diaspora, MAD. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell icon to be notified anytime we post a new video. Thank you.